is Bold TV.
Hello, good morning to you, beautiful women out there. You are welcome to another episode of Bold TV. Bold TV actually means beautiful, outstanding ladies with disabilities. I'm your host for today. This is Oge. Yes, Grace Oge Onoha, popularly known as Coach Oge Passion. So you're welcome. I know we have guests here. All of you are almost new to this program. But of course, we have Mrs. Vera here who have attended our meeting before, either once or so. So you are welcome to this episode of Bold TV. And we talk about women and opportunities that are available for women to leverage despite their disability. We give hope, yes, to those who feel that a lot has been lost. Yes, once there's life, there's always hope, right? So we are also on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're watching us or you're going to be watching this, I want to say you are welcome to Bold TV. Yes, and it's pioneered by Bold Heart Initiatives, young women who are doing well and encouraging others to do well. Okay, so on this episode of Bold TV, we are going to be looking at entrepreneurship and self-employment for women with disabilities. Yes, I believe that all of us here are guests and we are women. We don't have a disability, but I got to know you people. Some of you may have disabilities. Lucy, I think Lucy is here. So we're going to get to know who you are. It's time for us to introduce ourselves, who we are. So please open your microphone and let's get to know who you are. Thank you. Mariella, you can carry on. I see you at your sewing institute, so you can carry on, please.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Yes.
I was introduced to this double meeting by our coach.
I can't hear you. You're not audible.
Hey.
Just increase your voice a bit.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, let's get to know you, your name, and where you are and what you do.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Mariella by name. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. You're welcome.
Okay. Right now, I'm in National State last year. Currently, I'm learning a handwork, sewing.
Okay, you are into sewing.
Yes.
It's as if you're having distractions. Please let them not distract you, please. Just a few minutes and we are out. Thank you.
So I'm honored to be part of this double meeting today.
Okay. So what do you do? You're learning sewing. Which other thing do you do aside sewing?
Okay, aside sewing, I'm doing network marketing.
Okay. Multi-level marketing. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, please, can we hear from Vera? Vera, let's get to meet you, please.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, bold and clear.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. My name is Vera, and I was invited for this program by Coach Oge. I am a multi-level marketer. I am an event planner, and I'm into research. So this is just all about me. So you'll get to know more as we continue with this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are welcome. Yes, that is Mrs. Vera. She's a baker and she's into network marketing. Yes. So who else do we have in the house? Please introduce yourself. I think we have either Lucy or Rachel. Please introduce yourself so that we can continue.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, you can.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel Eninobo. I'm a lawyer. I'm a pastor's wife. I'm also an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a multi-level marketer.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for the invite.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma. It's good to know that you're a lawyer. I never knew you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer, you're a pastor's wife, you're an entrepreneur. Kudos to you. All right, so let's make progress. So we've heard from them all. We have Mrs. Rachel, Mrs. Vera, and Mary Ella in the house. These are all business people, and I believe they've done business for quite some years now. So like I said earlier, I am Coach Oge Passion, and I'm a health and business consultant. And I've been an entrepreneur for quite a while now, self-employed or big business, courtesy of the platform I am using, the network marketing platform that we are using to operate. And interestingly, I met all of these people in network marketing. So it's a blessing. I think we have never seen before, or we've seen just once from my experiences, but we have been doing businesses over the years, and it's been great. Helping a lot of people around the world, both health-wise and financially. So today we are looking at entrepreneurship and self-employment for women with disabilities. I know that we are not people with disabilities, but we are women in business. And I believe that in the course of the years, you must have encountered women that are enterprising in business who have a disability. So that is what we are talking about today. Okay. So first of all, what is entrepreneurship? What do you understand by entrepreneurship? Okay, over to you, Leader Vera. What is entrepreneurship? What does it mean to you?
Sorry, good morning, everybody, once again. Really, I will do a definition of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the process of identifying or need, developing an idea or solution, and organizing resources to create and grow a business or venture. It involves creativity, innovation, and risk-taking to generate value. So, whether through products, services, or social impact. Now, that is basically what an entrepreneur is. You just go into the society, look for a problem, create solutions for it. Now, why are you creating solutions? Because you want to give value. You want to give value. So that is what basically an entrepreneur is. You go into a society, look for the problems there, and then get monetary value in return for it. So that is who an entrepreneur is. And you don't only work alone, because as you grow in entrepreneurship, you get people working for you. That is the beauty of entrepreneurship. You get people, you don't necessarily have to do whatever the business is. You have people on ground that can go and do these things for you. So as an entrepreneur, you don't have to overwork yourself, which is the difference between an entrepreneur and a self-employed. A self-employed, on the other hand, means working for oneself rather than being employed by another or an organization. A self-employed individual runs their own business, provides services directly, and takes responsibility for profits, losses, and decision making. So a self-employed is just a one-man machine. You are the CEO, you are the delivery guy, you are the everything. You have to run around. You cannot. As a self-employed, your business is not leveraged, because if you don't go out, you can't make money. If you don't make the move, you cannot do anything. Unlike an entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, you can leverage even services that are not basically your own. You can go leverage on that service, and you have to always create. You just need to be open eyes out and get the solution. The solution could be somebody else. You can even bring a self-employed person, get the goods from the person and dish out or distribute to the people that need it. So as an entrepreneur, you don't need to move. You don't need to move alone. You are like, you have your own entourage that you move with. You have your own soldiers that you go into the field to create solutions with. Thank you. I hope.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love the fact that you were able to differentiate between entrepreneurship and self-employment, because Robert Kiyosaki, in his book, The Cash Flow Quadrant, he explained the SB quadrant, where you have employee, self-employed or small business, and then by the right, you have big business and investment. Okay, or yes, so that's XB. So you find that a lot of people who are on self-employed or small business, they think they are into big business because they are doing business. Do you understand? That was what Robert Kiyosaki was trying to say. But that there is quite a little difference. Yes, we are into business, whether as a self-employed person or as an entrepreneur. But we have different things that guide these two people. as a self-employed person now, they have a mantra, and their mantra is, if you want it done right, then it has to be done by them. You understand? If I want it done right, I have to do it myself. So they have the do it myself mentality. You understand? But for someone who is operating a big business, you have a lot of people. You are more like a leader. You are more like a founder, a creator. You understand? You're going to have to run with a lot of people, pay a lot of people to carry out different services. So you're going to be using a system. So why a self-employed person is creating a business so that he can make profits while working with his time. It has to be done by himself. So the effort is his. If he doesn't do it, there's no money. You understand?
Who is an entrepreneur and is self-employed? In the layman's language, an entrepreneur focuses on starting and growing ventures, while a self-employed emphasizes independence and ownership of one's work. So for women with disabilities, both entrepreneurship and self-employment offer powerful pathways to economic independence, confidence, and inclusion in the workforce. Now, though two of them are different, but they still give women with disabilities a leverage that they can still feel included. They don't feel left aside. They can still feel included, and they can still give the power, because there's nothing like a woman making her own money. There's nothing like a woman making her own money. There's this power it gives you. It gives you the ability to be able to speak out, because when you don't make your own money, you feel like your voice has been taken. But when you begin to make your money, your own money, you have a voice that can speak out. So for women with disabilities, I think while one gives more leverage, because with entrepreneurship, you don't need to do the everyday hustle and bustle, jumping from one place to the other. You don't need to be the delivery guy. You don't need to be the CEO and only you are everything. With entrepreneurship, you have more advantage. You have more advantage to do more with entrepreneurship. So let me take it over to you, Mariella. Can you?
Entrepreneurship is finding what you want to do. That is your idea. Developing it in order to solve people's problem. You know, in the process to make your own financial risk and also make your own money. It involves risk anyway, not that road. You know, you have to put in your work, that is action, before you end up here. But in self-employment can be the only man doing the work. When you are not there, you cannot do, you know. But
no money comes in. Okay.
Yes. Entrepreneurship
Okay.
is when you have your own, and even if you are not there, you can be able to keep going on. This can also be managed when you teach it to people doing it.
Okay. Wow. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you so much. So for you are doing both self-employment and entrepreneurship, right?
Okay, yes, because then I was self-employed. Before and now later.
So what do you do as a self-employed person?
Okay, then I'm into business. So the business was not actually mine. It was controlled by another person.
What kind of business?
Provision.
Okay. All right.
But right now, I use that one to acquire my own.
Okay.
My own work. Like
okay.
Right now, I'm into sewing. So I also network marketing.
Okay.
So
all right. So thank you. It's nice to hear from you about what entrepreneurship and self-employment means. Yes. So let's move on to Mrs. Rachel. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a self-employed or as an entrepreneur? Yes. How do you see yourself? Mrs. Rachel, over to you, please. Okay. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. I don't think she's here. Probably the network threw her out. So we're looking at opportunities available for women despite disabilities. I believe some of you have come across people with disability, women who are into business, whether as self-employed or entrepreneurs. Yeah. So, what opportunities do you see that is available for people today? So, over to you, Vera. Can you tell us what you think opportunities are available for women?
Okay, so now I want to quickly read from I had some points put down. So I said, even with physical, sensory, or cognitive challenges, depending on the kind of disability, there are numerous opportunities out there for women with disabilities to build successful careers, especially through entrepreneurship. Now, one of it is through digital and online businesses, e-commerce, selling product online, freelancing, writing, design, consulting, virtual assistance, online tutoring or coaching. These are some skills that women of disabilities should learn, and they can impact their world through this. Another one is skill-based ventures like tailoring, crafts, beadwork, catering, baking, hairdressing, handmade or locally produced goods, service-based opportunities, advocacy, training on disability inclusion, social entrepreneurship addressing community needs, home-based services, maybe childcare, like wellness, like which we are into, health and wellness consultancy or educational services, access to support programs, government grants and microloans for women and persons with disabilities, NGOs and international organizations offering entrepreneurship training and funding, mentorship and capacity building initiatives. These are many more that women of disabilities, these are things that they can go into and become something for themselves, because you don't need to wallow in self-pity. There are a lot to do. If you look at this list that I've listed out, you will see that there's a lot for everybody to do. You cannot say, oh, because I am this, no.
What are you into? Leader Vera, please, which of these businesses do you think you are leveraging at the moment? And have you come across people with disabilities who are already into it, or who you work with and all that? What opportunities in all of these are you leveraging as a woman? Yes.
I'm thinking the health and wellness. I'm also leveraging the services, because I'm an event planner. But one place I've seen people a lot, I've met people that are disabled and they are doing a lot for themselves, is through the health and wellness sector. Yes. I met, like my coach here, Coach okay, I met her online. We've only seen once when we had an event in Lagos. You understand? So health and wellness is not something you need to be on the street every day. No. Sometimes I'm home. The only time I move on the street is maybe when I'm going for my event planning jobs or I'm going for my NGO. Those are some of the things I move out of. As health and wellness, I don't really move out. I just go online, get buyers that need my products. I use the online space. I use it as my tool to reach people. When I reach them, I just go, I put a call through to the office, and the products are delivered to the owners. So I don't necessarily have to leave my house unless I want to.
Yes.
I want to.
Okay.
So for a woman with disability, you don't keep wallowing with self-pity. There are so much to do. You can come into the health and wellness sector, give people value for their money, and you get paid. And the same way, you are helping yourself becoming inclusive. You're helping yourself becoming a person of value. You're giving value, because that's the give value. Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. You mentioned my name, and I want to really appreciate that, because it was through this platform, using the multi-level marketing platform, that I got to meet you. I believe it was when we came back from the Dubai trip, you got to know who I was, because you had someone who knows me, who was part of the trip. And from there, you connected with me. That was in 2022. And since then, this is 3 years now, we have been connecting and doing businesses together. It's really a big opportunity. I'm a person with disability and I am an amputee. But when I come online, many people don't even know I have any disability unless I tell them. But I am able to use my head I have the right mindset. I share value to people. I show up daily online. People see what I do and they connect with me. I don't need to go anywhere before I can make sales. Like, I don't need to have the products I am selling handy before I can make sales. Like early this morning, I was able to connect with a self-employed individual. He's a medical doctor all the way from Lagos. He has seen our products and is using our products. This morning, he called me and said, the patient that we delivered product to the last time in Lafia, he's in Lagos, I'm in Makurdi, Benue State, and the client is in Lafia, that they want another set of products. The products is working, they've paid money. And immediately he dropped money for me this morning. And I said I will attend to it after this meeting. I have a meeting going on. But I have already connected the Abuja office to tell them to release that product to Lafia. Do you understand? So the products have been sorted out. I didn't see any of these people. I didn't see the doctor. I didn't see the patient. I didn't see the stockist who is in his office giving out products. Just through this phone online connection, I am able to do all of that. I am a person with disability, but I am making profit from the comfort of my home, connecting on phone. So entrepreneurship is something that can help a lot of people with disability. Self-employment is something that can help a lot of people with disability. So leverage it. Okay. All right, let's get to meet with Mrs. Rachel. We tried to connect with you, but the network threw you out. So let's see what you have. Are there opportunities you think that women can leverage on, and even women with disabilities? Let's be brief because we don't have much time so that we can run through all of this. Thank you. Mrs. Rachel, are you still with us?
Okay, so sorry. I didn't know I was muted. I muted myself because
okay. Can we see your camera, please? Can we see your camera?
Where I am is really
okay.
sunny.
Okay, you can speak.
The house. Hello everybody. Thank you so much, Coach. It's a pleasure. And Leader Vera, wow, amazing. Thank you for that powerful insight that you gave. So as far as people with disability go, yes, like Vera said, one amazing person I've met online that is living with disability, but yet still pulling her weight and doing amazing things is our coach. God bless you, Coach. You are really an inspiration.
Thank you, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Yes. So as yes, so businesses that one can engage in spite of living with disability, like Vera has mentioned, we have online businesses. It doesn't take more than your data to actually do a business online, as long as you are in an environment where there is internet connection. No matter who you are, the space doesn't respect who status, it doesn't respect anything at all, apart from showing up, being available. So online businesses, pushing your brand online is one area that people living with disability, women living with disability can look into. And like Vera mentioned, we have crafts, doing something, creating something with your hands. That's one area that one can thrive in. No matter what the person is. We have also tailoring, like she mentioned, digital marketing, freelance work, even government or NGO work. I mean, the world is so large. You can fix yourself somewhere, in spite of the fact that yes, physically or you're living with disability. I remember when I was in school, even in school there, we had some people, or rather, so I had some schoolmates or classmates that were already living with disability. So and they were actually come to the bar, so they are lawyers, pulling their weight in spite of the fact that they are living with disability. So I think one area we really need to talk about is the mindset, because this prevents people from actually going or looking beyond their physical or even mental disability. The mindset prevents a lot of people from doing what they should do or what they can do to make their lives better. And I think this is one area that we really need to talk about. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, what we're looking at limitation is for now. Yes. Thank you.
Sorry? Okay.
Okay, I heard what you said. One of the things you said is that for people with disability, they have an opportunity. For those that are good at craft work, like we have a lot of them in our community. Ave, she's supposed to be here right now. But because she's busy with her business, I called her this morning, but she was already on the streets of Abuja. And Ave is into cakes. She's a baker and very good at what she does. So I think she's doing some deliveries or something. She's self-employed. Yes, she's an amputee, just like me. Yes, she's an amputee, but Ave is doing so well for herself. And then before she got into baking, she has been making braided wigs. That was what I knew her at first with. Then before she now moved on to making cakes. Yes, and she does really well. And a lot of people patronize her because they see her as, very enterprising. Despite her disability, she uses an artificial limb. You understand? So craft is very important. Then crafts could be fashion designing, makeup, jewelries, any of these things you are good at. You can sit at a place and do a necklace, a jewelry, something, stuffs. I'm so impressed with that you just mentioned. It's something that anyone can do. And of course, when you do all of this, even shoemaking. Yes, I know somebody with disability that does shoe, and his shoe is one in town. Yes, it's a person with disability. He uses a So please, we have an opportunity despite disability. You can be selling for people. They have a lot of beautiful stuff. Like at the moment, let me get this. At the moment, I got this. This is actually from one of my clients. She's a doctor in Germany, but she has her shop in Lagos where she sells bed sheets and duvets. And I got bed sheets, I got duvets from her last week, and I am telling people about it. My core business is network marketing, but I'm advertising people's businesses for profit. You understand? I got the package, and I've already supplied some people already who are asking me about it. You understand? So as a person with disability, you can just use your status, your Facebook story to showcase people's businesses and get paid. Is that simple? Okay, let's move on to Mariella. Mariella, what do you think are the limitations? What is limiting women with disabilities that are in business? What do you think can be a limiting factor for them? Yes, I can hear you. Carry on.
Maybe they will say they don't have the capital. That's whatever they want to do. And also social network.
Okay, capital and social network. Like they don't have the money to start the business, or they don't have the people that they can reach out to and showcase what they are selling. Maybe they are, due to their disability, they are shy. They are reluctant to reach out, connect to people around and tell them, I'm a person with disability and this is what I do, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay, all right, thank you. So these things can be a limitation, especially capital. But one thing I want us to know that it's not all businesses you need to start with capital. Like this morning, I did a transaction of about 600K. Yes, I did a transaction of about 600K with a medical doctor. Do you understand? I did not use my money. All I did was just to connect on phone. And the client is speaking his product today. I did not see client, I did not see doctor, I did not see the delivery agent. I didn't see any of these, but transactions have been done. And money is going to be paid for me for that transaction. Okay. Then, these products, I did not have to put in any money as capital. She has been seeing what I am doing online. She has bought my products before. Based on trust, she released these products and say, let's see what we can do with this. All I needed to do is to begin to call my contacts and talk to them. Social capital is money. If you are able to use your connections properly, you will see that a lot of people would need what you are selling. Okay, you can reach out to people, show them this is what I do, they pay, and then you make your profit. Send the main capital to whoever you are connecting with to do that business. That's all. Money is not involved, but money has come in. So it's a mindset. Like Mrs. Rachel was telling us, mindset. So over to you, Mrs. Rachel. Can you give us briefly what you think is limitation?
Okay, Coach. Thank you once again. One major limitation I see, or rather, yes, is discrimination. People have a tendency to discriminate against those living with disability, and it sort of affects their mindset. Because when I was a bit distracted. Yes, people tend to discriminate against people living with disability, and this affects their mindset.
Look down on them. Are you sure you're capable of doing it?
This snowballs into making them, have this mindset that I cannot do it. I mean, they just hide themselves and That's a major discrimination. So I think people need to be sensitized, that living with disability, I mean, they didn't choose to live with that disability, and they're doing their best to see how they can actually thrive even in that situation. So all they need is encouragement. Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you. So it's a mindset thing. If people have this mindset that probably a person with disability cannot do much, or maybe they won't be able to really reach out to people despite their disability. But depending on your disability, you're going to know what suits you, what you can do, and what you can delegate to others. And this is where I would say that as a person with disability, you need to know your strength zone. Because when you are operating on your strength zone, the only thing that people are going to see is what? Your ability. They may not even remember that you have a disability. They may not even know that you have a disability until one day you come up with it, or they see it somewhere and they say, this person is a person with disability. I've been doing business with her since, and I never even observed or noticed. Do you understand? So it's about you, first of all, to ask yourself, I have this disability. In what areas can I do perfectly without my disability standing in the way? If it means delegation, delegate. If it means knowing where you are best at, fine. Some people are good at talking. They can be at a place and talk. There are a lot of people who are motivators, right? They are inspiring. A lot of people with disability who can speak and people listen to them, get motivated, do something for themselves. If this person can do it, why not? People get paid for speaking, motivational speakers. You can be a motivational speaker and have your voice heard all over the world and get paid for it. Nobody's going to discriminate you. If you're good at writing, you can do copywriting. You can write books, even e-books. You can put out something, freelancing. All of these things are online. Nobody sees what disability you have. Whatever kind of business, you can also delegate to people. The more you are able to delegate to people, the more you will get to use systems, and the more you become an entrepreneur. That is big business. So there is no limitation whatsoever. So if you're feeling discrimination or what, prove them wrong. Tell them you have ability in disability. So I think we're going to be wrapping up here. We have heard it all from every one of us. Okay, Leader Vera, do you have something else to say that can be a limitation? Briefly, let's cut in and close shop for today. Thank you.
Not anything to say, but what I see is support. That most people with disability need support, because let's take out all these other things. They need support because most times they have to balance multiple roles. That could be a limitation. That could be a limitation. They have to balance multiple roles. Some are mothers, some are business owners. They have to balance their health too. So that's one place I see limitation, which I believe with support, with the right support, they can always scale through. That's just it.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. You are very right on that. Because even people that don't have disability, they need support. You can't work alone. Especially when you are thinking of expanding your business. You cannot work alone. Big business means that your business has expanded and it's beyond your capacity. Yes, all you need to do is to lead. So, and that's where delegation comes in. If you do it rightly, you see that you are going to be smiling because you have done your part and every other person has done their part. Like this morning now, like the scenario I gave, I connected with a doctor, or a doctor connected with me this morning, told me his client sent more money and he wants to buy products, send to them. And the transaction came in and they are getting their products already. How many states were involved? Lagos, Benue, Nasarawa, and Abuja. Within few minutes, monies have passed and products are going to be transferred. Is that not entrepreneurship? Did I stress myself? No. So you see, you need to know your part, play your part properly, and delegate the rest to others. If you have the right people in your system, you're not going to suffer much, you're not going to talk too much, and everything is going to go well. Okay, so this is actually where we're going to be closing shop today. And I really appreciate our guests for today. Thank you for honoring this invitation. So if you are watching us live, I want to say you're welcome. And I believe you got value from this talk, entrepreneurship and self-employment for women with disabilities. And if you're a woman with disability, you are thinking of venturing into business, whether as a self-employed or big business, whatever kind of business you want to run, using your knowledge or systems to run it, I want to encourage you today that you should give it a try. So long as you know what you are venturing into is good and there is a market for it, you're going to create time and do the needful to make it work in your business. Please do it. And if you're already into business as a person with disability, I want to encourage you to keep on. Don't just remain small. Look for ways to expand your business so that it becomes a big business that you run with systems. Okay, so thank you so much for honoring us and being here, our guests. We really appreciate you. And for our online viewers, you can always check our YouTube platform or Facebook. Check out for Bold TV, powered by Bold Heart Initiatives. Beautiful, outstanding ladies with disabilities who are doing amazing in their various fields. So thank you for listening, and we are open for support. Just in case you would want to support us in any way, you would want to share this broadcast to other people so that they can watch and be blessed. Thank you. And also financially, we need your support if in any way you would want to support us. So thanks and God bless you. So our ladies in the house, please can you say a goodbye to our audience? All right, could be a wave, it could be a word, whatever you want to do. So thank you for coming and stay blessed.
This is Bold TV.